The Magic of Compound Recruiting, The Secrets of Building a Super Hierarchy by Hubert Humphrey. In this audio, we will uncover Chapter 9, A Recruiter's Mentality. Profile of a new person, sell the dream, and crusade simultaneously. Become a student of human nature. The Bob and Flow. Sell the dream, build the team, and the magic of compound dreaming. Chapter 9, A Recruiter's Mentality. Profile of a new person. By now, you should have picked up on one of the most important concepts in this book, adding new people to your team. If you're going to be a builder, you have to think opening new outlets. The biggest question for most people is, who do I contact? In chapter 1, I said that you should look at everyone you meet as a potential hire. That principle still applies. You cannot prejudge people. I don't care how long you've been in this business, you never know how a person is going to react to a business opportunity until you show it to him or her. Recruiting is an all time thing, it is a state of mind. You should decide that everyone you meet has potential until proven different. When you look for quantity, you get quality. Remember that the law of averages comes into play in this business. You're not going to sell everyone you try to sell. You're not going to interest everyone you try to interest in your business. No one has 1,000. No one bats 1,000. It doesn't matter what kind of business you're in to be profitable in spite of the law of averages. You have to apply the law of numbers. If you're looking for teachers and coaches, you got to talk to a lot of them. Only after you have adopted a true builder's mentality are you ready to apply some very basic principles that will save you from the dangers of indiscriminate hiring. One, stop looking for people who want to sell. If the name of the game is hiring and training, why would you want to hire a bunch of people who were more interested in making some sales than in building a team? Remember that sales will come as a natural result of hiring, training, and building a team. These people will usually focus on the wrong question when you're interviewing them. Two, start looking for people who want to earn extra income. These are the future fireball leaders and future super hierarchy builders. They're people just like you. They're usually frustrated because their present job won't allow them to become financially independent. They're dying to become their own boss. They have a burning desire to be somebody. Three, hire people who want the opportunity and beware of those who need the opportunity. Anyone looking for a get rich quick scheme should send up a big red flag in your mind, warning you not to hire them. People who are desperate and are dangerous for several reasons. Most of the time, there are people who can't handle money properly or don't know how to treat people right. There are only a few exceptions to this. If you are considering someone who is desperate, be sure to know you know them in their particular situation. Well, sometimes a person may have worked hard all of his or her life, but circumstances beyond their control created tough times. These people are usually hard workers who only need a chance to straighten themselves out. They make excellent additions to your business. Just be sure you know the difference. Four, be selective. Target some select group of people who can relate to you. These are people who will listen to your personal story about why you went into your business and can identify with your reasons. One ex-policeman I know started by, talking to other policemen. I started by talking to other people on the railroad. Look around you at the people who are like you. They're your best possibility. Five, look for five pointers. Look for new people who fit these 5 points. Age, 25 and up, married, children, employed with $15,000 plus income, and own a home. Sell the dream and crusade simultaneously. Approach every prospect about your marketing opportunity from the beginning. There is a whole school of thought that says sell, 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 and only after you've clinched the sale do you talk to your client about joining your business. There's no doubt that this works for a lot of people, but I personally think that you risk losing a potential good person by using this method. I have some friends right now who live in Macon and will never get in business because I sold them insurance back in the early days when all I did was sell. Their total perception of me to this day is Hubert, the insurance salesman. It doesn't matter to them how much money I make now, what kind of car I drive, and the fact that I own an airplane from money I earn. The opportunity doesn't interest them because the very first impression they had of my job was selling insurance. And if it involves my life insurance sales, you can bet people don't want to be a part of it. Remember, by human nature, most people can't see themselves in sales. If I had gone in there and talked to them about a business of my own and how much I was earning in extra income, and then showed them what I did to make that extra income, they would have looked at it in a whole different light. The way to sell the marketing opportunity and the crusade simultaneously is to always tell your own story. Tell this prospect how you got involved. This will show him how you turned on by the crusade, how you were turned on by the crusade. Don't be so anxious in making the sale that all you do is pick up their policies. People blow it when they go in there and they talk about all the facts and figures of our products and nothing else. They sound just like salesmen. It completely destroys the magic of the marketing opportunity. The very first time you talk to a prospect, you want to be able to assess his or her reaction to the business opportunity you're offering. Are they intrigued by what you're saying? Do they want to hear more? Do they want, to come to a meeting? When I go in a home to talk to someone, I form a mental picture of two buttons. One, the entrepreneurial dream button, and two, the client button. If I go in and hit the client button first, it doesn't necessarily trigger the dream button, but if I go in there and hit the dream button first, I still have a great chance of triggering their client button too. You've positioned yourself for a win-win situation. When Ray Kroc first met with the group of prospective franchise buyers, he wasn't in there most of the night explaining how they made hamburgers and french fries. He talked about how their dream could come true if they bought a franchise. Before it was all over, he said, by the way, try these hamburgers and french fries. How do you like them? Can you see yourself buying them? Anyone thinking about buying a franchise or buying a business from someone is naturally going to study the business and learn how it works. They have to find out whether or not it would be something people want and need. You can't expect to build a successful business on a foundation of sand, but don't focus on this. It's not the magic. Magic is created when you show that prospective entrepreneur how he can make his dreams come true. Be a student of human nature. Most people who are expert deer hunters have studied the animal for years. A good deer hunter has to be able to predict how the deer will react to any given situation. Then he does everything in his power to make sure all the elements of the situation are just right. In recruiting, you have to understand people. You have to know what turns them on and what turns them off. You have to take their feelings into account. Consider these 10 options of human nature. One, They're quick to jump to conclusion. 2, they're skeptical. They suffer from the shaft syndrome. 3, they procrastinate. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. 4, they dream of great wealth. 5, they're curious. 6, they don't think they can sell. 7, they don't like insurance salesmen. 8, they would like to be their own boss. 9, they would like to have a business of their own, but, and 10, they all doubt that they ever could or would. The ebb and the flow. You should never come on too strong or be overly anxious or eager when you're trying to introduce someone to your business. I've had people come on this way when they're trying to sell me something, and a big warning sign begins flashing in my head, and I get the feeling that the salesman is really desperate. Be confident in what you're doing, knowing that the numbers will work for you. This isn't just another deal, is one thing I say when I'm showing the opportunity to someone. And if a person wants our business, he will take it. If not, move on to the next person. By withdrawing, you will find that a lot of good people will realize that you really and truly have something great, and you are going places with or without them. This is what I call pull power. Pull power is a mechanism that draws people to you. Be enthusiastic. It's contagious. And don't be afraid to show your feelings, especially about the crusade. People understand and respect the commitment. Think and act like a quarterback. Look at Dan Marino, pro quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. He's the leading passer in the history of football. Marino plans practically every play to be a touchdown bomb, meaning his team will score. When he goes into the huddle, he tells his guys the play that he's going to call to make that touchdown pass. They then break the huddle and he goes to the line. If he looks around and sees the defense is stacked against him, he calls an audible and checks off. Then he hands off to the running back to gain at least 3 to 4 yards. Every play you call should be designed to interest the prospect. If you read his reaction and decide that he's just not going to be interested, then your audible is to make the sale. Sell the dream, build the team. Whenever I'm asked, what do you do? I've always said, I place full-time nightmares with part-time dreams. Quote, I replace full-time nightmares with part-time dreams. Close quote. I want to build a team of people who want their dreams to come true. Not only that, but I want to train them to build their own team of dreamers. When you're talking to someone one-on-one or at an opportunity meeting, the essence of selling the marketing opportunity is to get that person to think, I can do that. Whatever I'm telling them, I want them to see themselves as me. And the best way to get them to say those little words, to share your story, your personal testimony. When you do this, you trigger their imaginations, no matter how humble your origins, no matter whom you are talking to. The spark goes off and their motor starts running. You're cranked up. Their dream machinery. I have people in my business bringing people to my office every day to meet me, and all I do is tell my story. I spend 5 or 10 minutes talking to them about how I got started and what it has meant to me. The magic of compound dreaming. Before you can experience the magic of compound dreaming, you first have to have a dream. Then, the split second that it becomes obvious that your dream can really come true, you must dream a new one. New dreams keep you from reaching a plateau and becoming stagnant. You just keep pushing, and before you've even accomplished your first dream, you're already on to the next one. Compounding really starts to take effect when you amass a tremendous team of people who want to achieve their dreams. When I'm talking about the dream, don't misunderstand me by thinking I mean joining A.L. Williams. That is not the dream, nor is money the dream. The dream is what money and achieving financial independence will allow you to do. When I worked on the railroad, if they would have sent me a paycheck without working, I would have stayed home and taken every one of them. There are people out there who are trying to get people excited about joining for the sake of joining something. But you can't sell that to most people. You can sell the dream, and they would be able to do if they were financially independent. This is the end of chapter 9. This audio will give you the secrets of building a super hierarchy.